So, welcome everyone to our weekly call. Today's topic is ease with judgment. So, anyone who's ready to unmute and tell me, when we hear the word judgment, what comes up for you all? What's the first energy or the word shows up for you all? What does judgment means to you all?
Thinking negatively of other people.
Okay. Anyone else?
Criticism of self.
Criticism. Okay.
Of self.
Of self. Okay.
Like whether you like something or not. Like today I met someone who is a good person, but because I don't know him, he's a stranger and his hair is long, and I automatically think in my head, like, this person is not a good person because his hair is long. And he's actually a very good person. We were like in a circle, like we have to share your stories. And yeah, so I was trying to not focus on his hair. I was like just trying to imagine if he is without his hair. That's how I can give him the presence to for him to tell the story. But yeah, I have that prejudgment, like, just automatic. Sometimes you're not aware of that.
With the long hair.
With the long hair, yeah, a guy with the long hair.
Okay, interesting. So everything, all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate all for everyone what judgment is and isn't.
Yes.
Okay. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shots, boys, povads, and beyond. Okay, receive this energy. Okay, I'm gonna mute. Sorry.
Whatever Nisha asked for.
Did I manage to mute it? Oh wow, I'm not able to mute this person. Okay, yeah, it's happened. Okay, so whenever you guys want to talk, please unmute yourself because of the disturbance. So when all of you guys said whatever the underlying energy you'll have with judgment, just perceive it. Is a way of separation with that person or that situation or for people or with yourself. When we're using the term judgment, what are we instantly doing? We're creating a separation. And we are all are like infinite beings. Like as a soul, what are we doing? We're creating a separation with ourselves. When we are doing this space, it's like we're already projecting that energy. Oh, this doesn't work for me, or this doesn't work for me or for them. And this is the reasons you want the energy to be controlled by them, or you are the underlying controlling about it. Because everyone has a space what they can be and not be. But when we make it real, oh, judgment is this, people are talking about me this way, or I don't like about this person this way, we are already projecting that energy that this doesn't work for me. You can be in the easiest way, it's just a point of view. Go ahead, Vandana. What do you want to say?
So if I think positively about somebody, supposing I say, oh, that guy with the long hair looks cute. For instance, where Priyanka was there yesterday.
Okay.
So that be a judgment as well?
Yeah, but again, see, positive or negative, it's like you're making it right or wrong in your world.
So if you think positively of something, does that create a separation as well?
Come again? I didn't get it. Your voice just pulled out from me.
If I'm doing judgment, it's a positive judgment because we always judge, that color's nice, the color's not good. So both, it's like left and right. But if I do a positive judgment, is that also creating separation?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the idea is to be an interesting point of view. Because when I say, if I, like, as you said, you gave me the example of the long hair, it works for you, the guy's looking cute. So you're making it, okay, then you'll only want to look for it in a certain way. So you can just go interesting point of view, or you can even get present. Because the minute you're making an underline, this is working or not working, you're not being present for now. Because something could work for me right now, but not work for me tomorrow. That's exactly what we all start doing in our day-to-day life. Oh, I like life this way. But you're not being present tomorrow. Maybe your life is asking for something bigger. But we made it real, so it gets locked to go into our being.
So in a way, supposing we judge a book by its cover, we see a guy who's handsome, rich, and we make a judgment that this kind of guy is what would be a great husband for me, and we go after that.
Yes.
And then it could be a different reality.
Yes, but again, instead of being like, okay, will this person contribute in my world? Because when you are going just by attraction means it is just for artificial, just for time being. It will not create more in your world. When you're being in a question, it will always create more. That's how exactly the judgment gets you locked into your being, because you already judged and concluded this will work or this will not work for me.
Okay, so sorry, can I cut here?
Yeah. Go ahead, Priyanka. Ask the question.
So what happened is for me, like I recently, I don't know, like I manifested like my life in Bali. Like I always wanted to live in Bali. And then I feel like I'm not like I still feel a bit sad. I don't know why. And then like I actually kind of know why, but anyway, I mean like I like sometimes I judge myself for being ungrateful that what I want to manifest is actually manifested, but actually we can change that because I made the judgment that this will be a good life for me, but then right now that I'm living it, it does not seem that good.
Okay, so you rather be in a question because you're judging yourself, this life is not working and you made Bali life would be better. So again, it's been in a conclusion. We are not asking and being present, what will it create? What will be bigger for me here? Because the underline of the judgment energy is it's a conclusion. So it will always contract your world. And same thing that attraction, when we are finding, because the underline is this is a good judgment or that is a bad judgment. It is a judgment.
Okay, so based on your conversation before this, I think what I'm doing is I'm not allowing myself to see new possibilities, and I'm like forcing myself, oh, because you wish for this and it has come true now, like, this is your life, accept it, but actually I can create something new.
Exactly that. Thank you for acknowledging that, because you can just be present. Okay, what would I like to create now? Just even asking that question, what possibilities can start showing up, you'll be amazed. You just need to be present, because again, or it could be a one day old judgment, it could be from your childhood, it could be from one particular experience. Judgments could come and conclusions can come from any space. But the point is, what are we asking today and tomorrow? Because that gives you the space what you can choose for today and create that possibility in your reality. Yeah, Vinita, you asked, I forgot your hand is raised since a while.
No, that's okay. You were answering her question. So then how do we make a decision without any judgment? When you judge a thing and then you take a decision. Like I like coming to your classes, so I've judged you somewhere.
Yes, that is true. That is true. You need to come from a space like, as you're giving this example, you come to my class because you already concluded your fear thing. But you need to acknowledge, does your body feels lighter? Does it create more in your world? So
See,
just
when I judge something at that moment, that thing seems right. And if I continue to do it, that means I am enjoying it somewhere.
You've locked it. That means you've locked it. You've not asked for bigger possibilities. It's like you taking that step, like as you all have come for the session, because somewhere people have come before, they've liked it. It's acknowledging this works for me. It's not coming from a space because I like her. If it's creating more in your world, you can be present. Will next time coming to that session, will it create more?
Okay.
So it gives you that space to expand.
So basically sorry.
Yeah, basically if I'm not asking that question and it's not expanding, because I've already concluded that I would go for Rashi sessions every week or for our classes of XY% or for anything like that in any area of your life, you've already concluded. So you've locked into your judgment, this works for me. And that's most of the people work day to day in this reality. They make it, this is right, this is wrong. So underline it, it's already a separation of judgment. But when, even if it's something working for you, you need to be present. Okay, what else is here? So it gives you the more bigger space that tomorrow maybe I can choose different or still I can be there. So it's not locking you because you've concluded that in your body and your being. It's just gives you more awareness and space. Okay, today I can choose something different. So you're not locking, because the underlying the energy of judgment is always I'm making it right or wrong.
Right, totally.
Like how all of y'all, that's why I asked you all what judgment means to each one of y'all. And same thing we do to ourselves also. Oh, you know what, I want this way, I don't like this way. Again, oh, I don't like about something about my body. You already concluded it. So how are you going to ask that change in your body? Because you already judged. and you made it even bigger because your body can only perceive that energy. So it won't change. And that same thing we do in our finances, in our relationships, or city, country, our health. It's like it becomes like a locked energy. So in that way, there's no positive judgment or no negative judgment.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Vandana, you had a question you raised and you got your hand off. You still have anything else in it?
No, just in this refrain saying that, yes, I mean, supposing we say, okay, we like going for Rashi's classes, and then we can say, how does it get better than this?
Yeah,
Right?
I be present. Okay, I like to go today. Like as whatever today being 5th September, you all have showed up. Next Tuesday, instead of concluding it, it's come Tuesday and she's put it, I want to go. Be in a question. Will it create more? Yes, I like her, but what else is possible? Will it create today more? If it feels no or something, you're not concluding, oh, I didn't go, and you know what, she's doing this, this, this. So you land up making someone bigger or lesser in your world. So when we are just being present with that space, you just know what you want to choose in that time, in a couple of seconds. Like in Access, we say 10-second commandment. Just get present. Will it create more? Will it feel lighter? And even if you, as someone said, okay, I don't like that person, say, okay, what else is possible? Do you want to make that hair look bigger, or you want to see that person beyond that artificial look of that person? Because the minute I said that person doesn't look good for me, you're making the outer appearance bigger than the who or she that person could contribute in your world. Because you could have received much more, but because you perceived it from the outside world, this doesn't work for me, so you already created a barrier with them, and there's a separation. So even if he or she really could be a contribution in your reality, but you'll never receive anything from them. It's like, get present. Will it create more? Will I be a contribution? You can play with a couple of questions and then you'll know. And if it doesn't, then it's completely fair. There's no right or wrong, but because you're coming to know that it's not expanding your world. Yeah, Vinita?
It's going back to somebody who mentioned about, asking a question about this rich guy, good looking guy, and asking a question.
Yeah,
now, supposing he's this B guy, and you say no because the answer was no. Won't you live in regret the whole of your life, thinking that, it could have been, maybe it would have been?
No, but it's like coming from the space, like he could be a checklist of this reality for you. But if he's going to create more in your world, how can he be the so-called the right person? Because we make it so big in our world that, oh, I got rejected or I rejected him because of something. Your body always knows what will create more. The mind will always take you in the locked energy of what will work or not. That's why when we get say, oh, I'm so attracted to this person, it's the mind. It's never the being, your body telling you. You will feel lighter around that person, or when you know it's just creating more, like, the ease in your body. That's the time when you know it will create bigger with that person. That could be in your work, relationships,
right?
Anything. But the minute you say, no, oh, I got attracted to that guy or the girl or something like that, 99% it won't work for you.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, okay, so since I'm single and I'm like looking for a relationship, I want to ask, so are you supposed to just date people you're not attracted to?
Ideally, because always ask for people who will contribute in your world. Because that's the reason that we want, when we're going for attraction, what is it? You want to chase them, you want to have them. That energy is lack. But when person is giving us, that's the receiving energy you want to create in your world. And most of us do it the vice versa. Because if someone gets, if I'm the guy, okay, I'm chasing you, you will get put off if you're not interested, but you'll not acknowledging what a bigger contribution he can be in your world.
Yeah, but if you're not attracted to him, how can you
Okay, so I have been in a relationship with a guy I'm not interested in like so much. And like I don't think it's fair that, I continue the relationship, because if I'm not attracted to him, like how can I be physical with him? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, true. Completely valid point. So we are not saying that it's all about the looks. It's about, you have to see the bigger picture. Will that person contribute in my world? Contribution includes your sex, your finances, and will give you the ease of who you can be in this world. Like not a nag or not a controlling person. And that goes vice versa also. because that's the only person who will always contribute. This is coming from a space of relationship, but that same rules, you can use it in your any day-to-day life with anything else. But that's the reason of receiving. Because the minute I'm going for the looks, as even Vandana asked, then how will I have someone? That's the brain which takes it over, like, you know what, I'm attracted to them. Because mostly, see in your life, whenever we are attracted to anything, it's temporary. That's why it's a subtle way of saying also it's a honeymoon phase. Then after that, when the new thing starts, and then the whole energy of the relationship, most of the people changes. Because you were not being present, you were just going for the superficial attraction of this reality. I'm not saying you cannot have a good looking partner, what your attractions are, but ask for a bigger ask. We are locking in the judgment from the artificial world by just looking at the first thing what you're seeing. It's not about, like, in a subtle way, yes, people say don't judge the book by its cover, because the underline is you have not perceived what you're asking in your world. And that goes in any area of your life, be it a girl-guy relationship, be it in your work, be it regarding a business deal, anywhere. Just ask, will this contribute in my work? In your own health-wise also, when you're asking a judgment about regarding your health issue or your weight issue or anything, just get present. Am I asking all this because so-called I'm receiving the projections, the judgments of people, and I'm making it bigger in my world? What does my body truly desire here? Because the something is not changing is that unknowingly you're liking that in your body and your being. And you're just making it real by judging it continuously. So you can so-called be wrong, or you're trying to fix something. Then there's nothing to fix here. Because most of the reality people are made to believe you have to change or you have to fix something, and then you can receive, and then we feel that will be like something, you know what, I have created something in my world. It's like an achievement. It gives the people a lot of time a dopamine, you know what, I have reached somewhere. But there is no finish line. And that's why when people achieve that, then they don't know what to do. And then they just get so this thing, otherwise they go back again in that old pattern, or they just get lost. So everything, all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shots, boys, povats, and beyond. Is this getting clear, guys? Or anything popping up in your mind? I need a more clarity on this. Yeah, Vandana?
No, it's great. I mean, I love the energy. I think it's just giving a completely different perspective on everything.
Lovely. Glad you're getting that. Priyanka, is this getting more clear, or Vinita? Because you guys are mostly unmuting today. Or anyone else has a question?
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. So just perceive. So look at any area of your life where y'all know y'all get judged. Is the underline also would be y'all are judging yourself for that. Even perceive that energy. And anywhere, even you're judging yourself for that, ask, what can I change or be here? Because the minute you acknowledge, the energy starts shifting, because it's your creation, as we've spoken earlier. So if it's not working, ask, what can I change or be here? The minute you be present with that space, the energy starts to change. Again, how it changes, you can ask more question to it. You can pot and pock that energy. You can be interesting point of view. And even for a relationship, just get present. What do I truly desire here? Because again, we are not saying you can't have your checklist. You can have everything you're asking. But get present. The reason somehow we are not attracting or having that in our world is because the underline is we're not ready to receive it. It's just the mind telling us I desire that, but your subconscious is somewhere else. There's no alignment to it. But when we get truly present, and the easiest way, what you all are asking without any judgment, is get present. Write around a list. One of the easiest way to get clear what we desire in our world is write what are you truly asking in your world. And get present. Is it an underlying a judgment because the society expects you to have all that? Or is it your truly desire? You'll get very much clear. It's my point of view of my creation, or it's I've absorbed while growing up that society claims that you should have a guy, or you should have a rich husband, a particular house, particular car, for so many kids. By certain age, I should do this kind of a job. get present. Is it really your desire, the ask of this reality, or you're getting colored by this reality? Because again, there's no right or wrong. The reason unknowingly for a lot of people things are not changing is because it was never their ask. They're just taking the projection and buying and making real in their reality that this is my ask. And the underline is we are judging it, why it's not changing, or why, or this is a positive judgment or negative judgment, as you guys gave the example. Again, the complexion, the weight, who's going to decide how much rich is rich? Because even the richest person is still asking for a higher amount. Who's going to decide at what age is the best age to live or die? Because there are people at above 100 also still living who are healthy and not healthy that age also. So there is no fix. It's our fixed point of view which gets us locked, and that's a judgment. And that gets so locked because something not changing gets so locked, and that locked gets in our body. And when something gets locked in our body, that thing doesn't move. That's why then our life in that area gets so locked and fixated that so many times we say we are trying positive affirmations, or we are praying, or we're doing XY things. It's not changing because it's so deep locked in your being, in your body, that we are not allowing the change to happen. That's why one of the reasons access bars or the body processes come in so much, because something cognitively which you're not ready to change, energetically this helps to change faster. And of course, along with the clearings, the facilitation, it's like a combined space that it helps you to move on faster. Because most of us are claiming we want change, but we're not ready to let go of our judgment. We are looking faults in others or in ourselves. And that keeps us going normal. It's the energy of, I want to be in the part of this world. Be in the part of the world, but have it with your, what works for you. But in this reality, people want to blend in with the world. Why can't we just be what we like to be? It's not difficult. The reality makes us believe when you'll be the odd one out, it will be too much. That to be in your potency, it just creates more for you. So as all of you all expressed in the starting that you have this, you desire that, please ask. No one is judging that. But be present with it. Is your ask real? Or you have a point of view, and that point of view will always be a judgment. So everything all this is bringing out, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shorts, boys, povads, and beyond. What else is coming up for anyone with judgment? Anyone wants to unmute or put it on the chat or have a question for me? Everyone's good?
Rashi, I was just looking at your hands and your yellow nails. Now there's okay. So now there's a judgment there. Okay. So what is that now?
It's so say that again. You're looking at my nails and then what?
Yeah, because see, they are not the normal color which people put. So it is, standing out. Now, some people will like it and some people will not. So, I mean, these are things which are happening in our day-to-day life where, like this person commented on that person's hair. That has got nothing personally to do with me, the hair or the nails, but you just think, something good or bad at that moment flashes in your mind.
Yeah.
That, okay, nice hair, not nice hair. So
what can you do? Yeah,
yes.
I'm back to ask. So just be in the present. Okay, interesting point of view. I have this point of view. It's one of the most basic tool of access, because it's just point of view. There is no real or false to it. It's not about making a judgment real or wrong, but it's just a point of view.
Okay.
It just gives you the space. Okay, what now? Okay, then something underlined will come. Okay, which suppose like as you're saying my nails, I'm showing it everyone clearly who couldn't see it. So if maybe for other people, like something maybe with the color yellow must be something in your wall. So you will start present that, or with nails. Oh, it's they are like gel nails. Anything nails happens this way. Why would someone put color? You'll start getting present with that energy. What is your underlying judgment with it? Because this was on an upper level.
Right.
But the underline connected to it so much more. It will get you present with your being that, you know what, there is nothing, there is no right or wrong. It's just a point of view which we are locking and making it real in our body, in our world. So we are not making judge the person who's asking with no long hair will not work for me. It's just a point of view. It doesn't make a separation of making her feel that, oh, she's thinking I'm asking for an odd thing or a good thing. It's just a point of view. But when we make it real, we'll not allow it to receive from it. Okay, Vandana, thank you for choosing. So the more you play with that space of interesting point of view, you'll just know you're not getting locked into any energy of it in your body, in your being. Because the minute we've locked slowly, it just adds up to more, and that area or that particular thing, wherever you're asking for a bigger thing, won't change. Because you're making the underlying judgment bigger. And it's a separation. Because as a being, you can receive and be everything. We are all connected to one. But that's the separation. So we are trying to say, I'm this is this. So I can't receive from you. So the minute you stop your receiving and you're holding the judgment, sorry to say, it affects your financial reality. Because the more that you are not ready to receive the thing of it, you're creating a separation. There's no oneness. You can't receive from anyone. The more you're okay and not fighting someone else's judgment, you'll make money. Because a lot of time people don't receive judgments also from people because you want to fight like, look, I am right and you are wrong. And how dare you talk to me like that or comment on my particular thing. It's just their point of view. We don't need to fight that also. Receive it. Because the more the underline is, receiving includes everything, even other people's judgment. So the minute you receive that also and go like, interesting point of view that he or she talks about me this way, you're energetically making money. So everything, all that brought up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys, wads and beyond. What else? What else is coming up for anyone? Any question? Any more clarity you guys need? Or we are good for the day? I think you guys are getting quite advanced with time weekly sessions. You all get things quite fast, I've noticed. So I think this is a good space to keep it for about roughly half an hour. I think we can stop here unless someone has a question. Anju, go ahead. Okay, I thought you wanted to unmute and say. Okay, so guys, I think we're good. We've cleared up a quite inner space. And just perceive this energy in a simple words before I just close this session for the day. Any point, even yours or anyone else, just play with this tool, interesting point of view. And I promise you, if you do this for every thought, every feeling showing up in your mind, if you do it regularly, your reality will change. I promise you that. It's just the energy to play with it. And play. The reason the idea I'm using the word for every tool is play, because don't make it real what we tell you all here. It's about you trying it. And play energy is always playful, because I'm not saying you better do it. Again, that's locking a judgment on it. Play is a playful energy. It's a joy energy. When you do anything in a playful way in any area of your life, it always creates more. It's like if I'm going to tell you, go work out today and do this way and that way, it feels like controlling energy and judging. It's binding into you something. If I ask you in a space like, go to the gym, have fun, see what machine works for you or no, or even just walking around the gym and coming back, it's a choice. It just gives you the space that you can do and not do. It becomes a choice. So we can give you the tool. So it's just the idea to play and see what works for you. Yeah. So thank you everyone for today's session. And I'm going to see you all next week. Thank you. I'm just going to stop the recording.
Thank you so much, Rashi.
Okay, I thought you were saying something. Thank you so much.